Mod time is here. Today is a fun one. We got some old John Deere stuff there in the background and plenty more. In total, 27 mods released for episode 25 today. All platforms, 15 new and 3 updates. And PC Mac players got 6 new and 3 updates. Check your timestamps, see what you want to see first. Let's do this. Let's start off with new ones for all platforms. We got the John Deere 4755, 4955 making its return. We have a 4-wheel drive version and a 2-wheel drive version. They both share exactly the same customization options, so that should make things a little bit easier for you. We'll just show off the 4-wheel drive version today. As far as engines, we've got 190 or 128 horsepower engine. We have Lizard, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, and Vredestein tires. And for those custom Lizard ones, you got a standard, wheel weight, and a rear twin, but nothing else. Rear twin looks awesome, so we'll stick with that. I know it looks weird with the front 3-point. We'll get there. Attacher for the back. We have a couple different ones through here, so you can change it up with a couple different hitches. We also have beacons, which is going to be a front left side, so there you go. Design US or EU, which kind of changes up the signal lighting a little bit, removes a few lights, adds a couple extra lights on the back, that kind of thing. Fenders, this is actually going to be rear fenders. The front ones are always there. So you get to add those, which that looks pretty good. And now we can get rid of the front 3-point, which looks a little bit interesting on here. So you can run with a 60 kg front weight. We also have a 300, a 420, 540, 660, and all the way up to a 780 kg front weight. I think it looks better with one of the smaller ones, but maybe that's just me. Then we have front loaders. We have a Hauer, and that's it. So there you go. You also have your license plate set up as well. As mentioned, the 2-wheel drive version is going to be exactly the same. It's a good looking tractor. As far as I can tell, though, there are no animations on the outside that you can control. So heads up there. We have the meat porn, of course, but everything on the inside is working. So that is great. You've got your power shift stuff over there on the right-hand side. We've got our throttle right through there, brakes on the bottom as well as clutch. I mean, this is everything I would expect to see from this tractor. Looking good. Interior camera view, very, very nice. Next one on our list is a returner, the new Holland T9 Series. This is from Hispano and JHHG Modding. We got 2 on here. We have the wheeled version and the tracked version. The tracked version actually has a little bit more and less horsepower, all at the same time. We will explain that. It also goes a little bit slower. Nonetheless, as far as engines on the wheel version, we have between a 469 horsepower and 692 horsepower. Wheel brands bring us Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, and Vredestein. We also have a nice chunky Lizard setup, which might look familiar to you, as I'm pretty sure these are the same ones that are on Big Bud. So there is that as well. We can go all the way out to duals, it looks like. Can't find any triples on here. Am I the only one that wants trips? It is wild. We also have a missing configuration for the double set right here as well. So just be aware of that. For some reason, that's not showing. Probably should have caught that during testing. As far as our beacon lights, you got a left and a right setup. You can also go just left, just right, or neither one. We're going to go neither one. Window tinting in 25% increments all the way to 100. And then we've got colors. Of course, we have that New Holland blue, but you can change it up if you wish. Other color options include the design, the engine grid, rear view mirror, seat color, and rim color. Now, as mentioned, the tracked version does have more and less horsepower all at the same time. The starting horsepower is 517, so up from the 400 something, but at the high end, only 682 horsepower, so about 10 horsepower less than the main one. We do have the beacon lights and the window tinting. However, from there, everything else is a color. But the interesting thing is with this one, we have crawler and rim color. So we're just going to go with a white. So you can see right there, I know it looks crazy terrible, but like there's textures missing. But there's that. And then we're going to go with white here as well. So you can see all of the different stuff. Did I just stutter? I think it just stuttered. All of that through there. So you can make this pretty unique if you wanted to. Go for it. Rock and roll, baby. We do have some very interesting mirrors on here. I must say, I don't think that is supposed to happen. I have a question. Are we testing this stuff before it's released? Because if I could find this in 2 seconds, I don't think this should have passed testing. I'm just saying. This one, however, works perfectly fine. The mirrors rotate and do what they're supposed to be doing. But other than that, that is the only animation that you're going to find on the T9s is the mirrors. And And this one's good. It's out there. They're Bluetooth mirrors. One more vehicle to take a look at today. We have the John Deere 45. And it actually doesn't have a space between John and Deere. So if you're looking for it in the mods DLC section, it's going to be the very last one down there. Take a look at a 50 horsepower. We have 100 liters of fuel, 18 mile per hour max speed, 1,800 liter capacity, which I think is more than enough for this. 6.3 tons, so it's not a little guy on here. Wheels from Trelleborg, PKT. We also have a lizard set for the front. Love seeing those, and we get a nice dual set as well, but the singles are pretty sweet in their own right. We do have a nice set of duals in the Trelleborg, so if you want those, you got it. Now, as for our separate stuff, so we got the header right here for doing grains, 3 meters at 6 miles per hour. Again, all of your normal grain crops. And then over here for the John Deere 210, this is going to be your corn header, 2 meters, or 2 row rather, at 6 mile per hour through there. There's going to be your corn and sunflowers. Now, take a look at this bad boy in the game. It sounds incredible because it's an open cab. You hit every mark every single time. That's a good looking setup. Drop it down. We've got adjustments. Ooh, kind of popped there at the beginning, but looks like just up and down. No in and out on the adjustment on the front. I mean, rocks and rolls. Dude, I tell you what, if you want to run old iron, get yourself a John Deere 45. Yeah, even books it. Look at that, 18 mile per hour max speed. Let's go. Now we're going to make our way into some tools. We have the Schwarzmueller dumper. This one right here is from Mr. Smetty, aka CMT Software. We do have a 28,000 liter capacity for the tub on the inside. Couple different wheel brands to choose from. Well, wheel setups anyway. Logos, we are able to change these up depending on what color you go with. So maybe choose your color first, which is down at the bottom. We have multiples for main, chassis, cover, and the rim. Choose those first and then come back up here and choose the logo that looks best for you. Now, as far as everything else, we do have some side guards. Those side guards are going to be yes or no. This is around the support legs, around the middle of the trailer, in front of the wheels. Tools, yep, you got those as well. If I can find them, where are they? There they are. It's always on the other side, isn't it? Now, moving on, as far as water tank, we've got that on there as well. Doesn't do anything, but visually looks neat. We also have a couple different toolboxes to go for, including a red one that kind of matches perfectly. Very cool. Mud flaps, we'll flip it around so we can actually see that in the background. The big old classic Schwarzmueller cover flap there. Say cover flap. There's your cover. Bam. And then, of course, all of our color options. Now, I always have to test. It says that the Heise truck is a compatible piece in the Mod Hub, but is it actually? Probably not, considering it won't even load up, because for some reason, all the Mercedes trucks are too high. Again, way to reinvent the wheel there. Not compatible. Can we just throw this truck away? This is useless. I appreciate the fact that Omatana included lots of water on this map, so I don't know how far out I can go, but yeah, that's a good spot. Next up, we have our first Search mod. Search? I don't know how to say this. This is a 24,000 liter liquid container that hooks up via a hook lift. Very, very cool there. It also holds all the things, like every single liquid, all of the ones. Even goat's milk. Yes, very happy about that. Moving it into here. So we could choose up the different color options. So you can go with a full, just blank color all the way around, or silver, whatever you like. You could go for it, but we do have that two-tone if you prefer that. It is a hook lift, so make sure you got a hook lift truck or a hook lift compatible trailer, and you're ready to go. Otherwise, it's just a liquid container, and I'm digging it. Next one on our list, we have a feed mixer, the EuroMilk Rino FXXS 1200 HD, 1400 HD. Goodness gracious. 12,000 or 14,000 liter capacity. It is a forge mixer. 14,000 liters on the high end. 50 horsepower required. 50 horsepower is also required for the smaller version as well. Next last tool, the Lizard Silage Fork. This bad boy hooks up through wheel loaders. It only holds 5,500 liters. So find that interesting. It's also all forage crops, but I wouldn't expect it any less since it is a silage fork. Color options, though, you've got all of the above, so you can change it up to however you like. And right beside it, we have the Lizard SelfMade weight. We could change up the color of this. It weighs 1 ton. Otherwise, the frame on the outside is what you could change. And then we basically have a concrete block supported by a wooden block all held together by bolts. Not a bolt, but a bagger. We're moving into placeables now, and we have the bagger. What this does is it turns your grains and stuff that you put in into 100-liter bags, like that bag right there. But it's just hanging out there right now. If we go in here, we can see barley, canola, corn, oats, seeds, sunflower, and wheat can all be converted. So it is 1,000 liters in and 1,000 liters out. 240,000 liter or 240,000 cycles per month, 1 to 1. It is pretty straightforward. Cost per month $24. I think that's fairly similar. Let's grab ourselves something that can actually unload. You know what? We're gonna use the combine harvester. We got such cool stuff today. I'm super pumped. A couple things that did matter, but you know, some pretty cool stuff overall. So let's see. We've got our unload, which is gonna be around towards the front side. I probably could have come at this a different way, but that's all right. We're gonna bring this here. We should have our stuff unload for us. There we go. So that's gonna unload 1,000. Hey, look at that. We got bags popping up, baby. I didn't even turn anything on. It just happened. They are 100-liter bags. So let's see. Should we get 10 bags off of that, I guess? Yeah, I didn't even turn it on. Maybe I should turn it on, but yeah. It's, nothing's happening. Also, by the way, 0.5 times speed up there. I'm pretty sure you see that, but, yeah, rocking and rolling. There we go. That's going to happen. And soon we should have some more pop out. Yep, there we go. I should likely stop this because this is going to go on forever. Nonetheless, there you go. We got bags. I got a bag of wheat. Come back here, birds. I want to feed you. Since I got these bags here, I figure we could probably figure out how to use them. So we've got our chickens over here. They need the that comes out the other end. I was not ready for that. I guess it does make sense that it would come out this end, but you know, this is what it was. There you go. All right, so we're now feeding the chickens. We've also got these bags. Yeah, we'll take these. We got a sell point over here. I imagine this is going to work the exact same way. And it does. There we go. Got $83. Not too shabby. Up next, we've got the pumpkin, melon, watermelon greenhouses. There's actually multiples of these. We have a small, the medium, and a large one. I went with the large one just because it's bigger and I can show it to you. This is a regular greenhouse. However, it only does a couple things: melons, pumpkins, and watermelons. What we've got is 40,000 liters of water in, and then everything else is 20,000 liters. It is a 1-to-1, or as it's showing here in the recipes, a 4-to-4 there. 8 water gets you 4 pumpkin, and then 4 water gets you 8 watermelon. So all in all, it kind of evens out itself, which is very cool. We do have, let's see, 1,000. There's 500s, probably because it doubles the amount of numbers there. Yeah. Not too bad. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what to expect. In easy mode, at the very least, your melon is going to get you about $1,600, almost $1,700, so that's pretty cool. Let's find ourselves a pumpkin. There it is, $3,300 up there at the top end. And lastly, let's see, what was the other one? Ah, yes, watermelon. Oh, man, you remember the watermelon bubblegum when we were little? I say when we... 36. Maybe you were little then too. $1,500 for watermelon. So pricing, not too shabby. Next one, the 60 by 152 shop and cold storage from Legacy and LAC Retro Mods. This is found in tools because it has a workshop. So we're going to take a look at that first. You may notice that this door, no matter what button you push, does not open. It's because the button is inside. So we'll come in here, click that. There we go. We have our light switch right here as well. We'll flip that so we can see everything. Very, very cool. Got our American flag up there hanging out, looking awesome. As far as everything else, your trigger is going to be right here. So click that. Anything within this spot here can be worked on. We've got an upstairs area, which is kind of a hangout, chill out spot. Good spot to chill and hang out, as I mentioned. And then we've got a computer in here. And I'm not quite sure who let Legacy into my office, but he stole my computer. So I'd like that back, please. Thank you. We also have a light in here as well. And then here is the back. Now, that's only half of it. As a matter of fact, it's about a third of it, really. Over here, we've got another door. So we'll click that. Opens that up. Over here, we've got another set of double doors. We'll open these. Both open at the same time. One button. I'm glad we're not doing all that stuff for Farm Sim 22 where you had to hit one door each time. A couple pipes up there, but mostly it's just storage for your pallets and things like that. There's a big old cold storage area. It's very neat, but this is not the only mod we've got from them today, because if we go over to sheds, we also have the 55 by 115 post frame cold storage. So this is just a big old cold storage building, very similar design as the other, and just a big old wide open. Now I've gone for black here because that's the default, and I think it looks pretty schmexy, but you can put whatever you want, doesn't matter. We have our light over here, click it, boom, done, lots of light. I think you've got everything you need for starting up a pretty cool setup. Not only that, these are not the first buildings from Legacy either. He's got quite a few, so you're able to go through, check them out, see what you like, and build a whole setup of a farm just on Legacy's buildings. Also new for all platforms, we have the Sheds Pack. This one's a little bit different, and when you put them down, they're all kind of facing the different ways. So the first one I didn't put in the right order. I apologize. Well, we've got a flat back on this one, or a wall on the back side. Nothing on there, fully open. And then this one's more of like a not quite sure what those are. Just decorative bricks. I'm not sure if these are American bricks or not. I've never seen anything like that before, but I see stuff like that in Europe. So maybe they're getting that kind of feeling from it. I don't know. Let me know. Nonetheless, they're going to cost you 10 grand. Well, it says 10 grand, but for some reason, that's not it at all. 7,500 bucks for all these. So I guess they dropped the price, but my description's not been updated yet. Next to last new, we have the Manure Heap. This one will hold 145,000 liters of manure. So if you're not a big fan of the bigger ones, or the ones that are around the size that still hold 4 million liters for some reason, well, you can check this one out. It's a little bit smaller, holds a little bit less, and you will have to muck them out every day or two, depending on how many cattle you have. Or pigs, I guess. And hopefully running water doesn't have the same effect on you that it does on me. Your last mod today is Waterfall Package. This has 4 bits and bobs in it. We have one block here, which is, you smaller, nothing too wild and crazy. Backside of it, the water plane is just flat with the rock, so as long as you got stuff built up to it, you are good. This one is the big one, and then this water plane actually is much, much higher. From under it, you can't see it, but if we get above it, you can see where that water plane is. Also, ignore the water plane at the bottom. They don't like to work together, so one just cancels the other one out. So there you've got that if you wanted a larger one to build onto, and then a more medium size, but it's still pretty darn big. Or you just use this one right here. It's very, very teeny tiny. I do wonder, will this one overlap the top one? It will. Oh, look at that. Maybe don't accidentally not use free build, but yeah. So there you go, you've got that. It does have a splash zone in there, so it will be a certain height. Still pretty neat, though. I mean, we've never had waterfall mods before. I kind of want to put one on these, just be like all zen and stuff. The good news is as well, these are extremely easy to delete. So boom, boom, boom. Nice. Slowly but surely, all that water is gone. I gotta delete these things. Whee! Jumping over to updates for all platforms, we got the Liebherr LH26. This will be version 1.1. Change controls for unfolding stabilizers for all configurations. Added easy arm controls. Added outdoor camera target configuration. Added support for fast coupler auto tilt instead of configuration at shop, and fix the folded vehicle rotation. And next we have an update for something that came out yesterday, the Fliegl TDK UNIMOG, fixed exact fill root nodes. And we have an update to Monitored Cow Stable. It's going to be version 1001. Solar panels now generate income, fixed position of one animal feeder, and updated the mod desk. Then we jump over to new ones for PC and Mac players with the MEN TGX 6x2 Straw Bale. What they've done is they've taken the TGX from the base game and they modified it with a bed on the back. Now, this is on PC only, I think anyway, because of that Chimera badge in the back. If it didn't have that, I think it would be cool for all platforms. However, so far, Calaruga Modding has not released any crossplay mods. Everything they've got is PC only, and it is all branded. Back in the day, I think it was at Farming Simulator 19, I believe, we had some stuff that was Chimera but could be for all platforms. Then in 22, we couldn't anymore. No, they could be wrong on that, but they also made lizard stuff. But now they're not making any lizard stuff. So they are still doing things, but we haven't talked about them in Farm Sim News because of that. Hopefully that helps you out, gives you some backstory. Anyway, let's jump in. We do have auto load, which yes or no on there. Engine options from 550 up to 650. Front mounting, we've got that as well. And it's just going to be covers for the headlights. Chassis color, we do have a couple different setups for that. But the chassis color is not really a chassis color. It's just warning lights on the side. So there's that. Horns can be added as decorative items. Mirrors can be changed up, which is very cool, as always. And then we have the blind spot sticker. From there, we have colors for the main, the design, which is going to be the green on the back, and your rim color. If we back it out, take a look, and it doesn't tell us how many bales we can load up here. But if we bring it out, I'm sure we can figure it out. Even though it is auto load, we still have tension straps. It doesn't seem to be as big of an issue as it used to be, so that's good. Turning, we have the front and rear axis turning, so you are able to make some pretty tight turns, which is always good. And we'll bring it over here. We're gonna turn on the auto load, and I'm just gonna load up a bunch of bales and see what happens. See, I guess we can just start right here. Maybe we should go up a little bit so we can actually look at it. That will do. Let's go into easy dev and then find ourselves the little thing that drops the bales. Square, 240s. We'll just do straw because it's easier. Remove the background and they should start loading up. Yes. All right, well, I figured it out. I accidentally grabbed a hold of the truck, but one bale down there got put away. 28 bales at least of the 240 centimeter variant, so you can kind of figure that out. It'll be at least 28 for everything. Plus, still moves around very easily. As always, I'm curious to see how things do whenever you actually load them up, and we should be able to flip this bad boy, but it is stuck to the ground, my dudes. That ain't going nowhere. Next new one for PC and Mac players, we have the Kempf HK 24-P. This is a 24,500 liter capacity trailer, and we can also go with a Bale version number 1, Bale version 2 with a front and bit on there, Bale version 3 with a front and sides, 4, which is more situated for round bales, and back to our standard tipper version. A couple different versions for wheels, including Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, Nokian, and Vredestein, and we could change up a few of those as well. The floor, well, I guess we need to go back to a bale configuration here to check out the floor, but we've got wood on there, we have the checker plate, and back to it, and then we have chassis, metal, and rim. Chassis, metal, and rim color. Next one's the potato washing system. It's pretty cool. So what you do is you wash you wash potatoes. Yeah, let's check it out. Oh yeah, and there's a fillable pallet here as well. So with this machine, you can lift it by using like wheel loader fork, something like that. It says you could also use tail handler, I guess, as well. You will need to fill it. So it does take diesel and it takes water. So heads up through there. Water's going to be going in right here. You can see the lift buttons down there, so heads up through there, and diesel's going to be back here. Once you've got that, taters go in there and they come out right here. You could fill them up in the bucket, but you can also put a trailer under there too. I am going to utilize the heavy lift right there. I'm gonna go find me something that'll put taters in there and we'll get taters out. Of course, I pick a trailer that's too tall. All right, so we've got our water in here. We've got our diesel. You will have to fill it up with that as well, but it comes with diesel, thank goodness. It is, sounds kind of like the Mahindra. So we jump in here and turn it off. That's pretty neat. I'm just gonna cheat in the potatoes. I don't think anybody's gonna be too upset about that. Cheat potatoes, done. Turn on the wisher, and it's dump potatoes. There we go. Alrighty, so you will have to operate it from inside, but it is washing potatoes very quickly. I don't know if this is the same fill type as the wash potatoes mod that we've got. I think we have 1 or 2 of those, as a matter of fact. So I don't know if this is exact or not, but I mean, it is kind of neat. It's pretty sweet, right? I think so. A good way to do the taters. Yeah. We should probably turn this off. Don't run all day long. There we go. Fill type will be washed potatoes. Kind of looks like the other one that we've got. $965 per 1,000 liters is going to be kind of our maximum there. If we take a look at the base game one, where's taters? Bam. So we're getting a little bit more, but not too much. To be fair, this is a pretty cheap operation as well. Next new one for PC and Mac players actually released super duper early this morning, and I'm a little bit confused because it's a building that's on PC. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's no sounds on the doors. It seems incomplete. I have no idea. Then we have an open one right here as well. They're just sheds, man. Why are these PC only? Other than to irritate crossplay, I guess. So you can go with this one too if you prefer, but I mean, they're PC only basic sheds with no animation. Well, no animation, no animated sounds. I don't get it. Next, we have Take Single Objects. This allows taking single items from pallets with the default being the right mouse button. You take items can be returned to pallets with the default letter N on the keyboard. On pallets with configurable brands, you can also mix different single items in the same pallet. Taken objects inherit the same farm ID as the source pallet. Adding is limited to that same farm ID. It does work with the Pioneer seed bags, lizard mineral feed. Why did that word trip me up? Ronnie Wrap Bale, you got Bale Net, Bale Twine, and rice seedlings. For modders, you're also able to add these as well. Next to last, the Max HeightType Limit by Map. This is now loaded from the map, and the limit restricts the height types that can be registered, so all fill types which are dischargeable to the ground. Some maps have a higher limit, which is sometimes reduced by mods. This mod should help prevent that. Lastly, we've got updates for PC and Mac players. We have the Legrand Colombus pack version 1001, corrected wheel marks, dashboard live version 201, zoom function improved and adapted for patch 1.10, radio display and controls added, improved support for IC, compatibility with Run Plateau crossplay, fixed the div 0 condition with fill level, and fixed audio path for modded vehicles. Lastly, we have an update for hire purchasing. Version 1008 refreshes the lease list screen when money changes, like when a lease is settled. Also improved the lease deal save logic. And there it is. That's all I got for you for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy DjGoHam. Bam! Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. If you missed the video from early this morning, we talked about the new Kinlag map and had a really interesting storyline to it, saying that no one has the ability to farm or fish on it. It's kind of odd. Anyway, check that out if you missed it. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.